and screw up.
Jordan, you're gonna be an amazing coach.
Come on, who would have thought we'd be here?
Hey, sit down!
They're both your problem now.
The longer you let people keep you in a box, harder it gets to break out.
Khalil's a good kid. He just needs somebody to believe in him.
Cats like you need to talk some respect.
By who? Bro, that's apparently too stupid to graduate.
I'm feeling a bit of pressure.
Dad, you're a great coach, and you got me.
Coach's son. That explains the power trip.
You do realize that you're not their teammate, right? Just mean I can count on you to be the leader I need you to be?
Yeah, sure, I'll try.
I was looking for a little more fire, but I'll take it.
On this field, winners are born.
My dad was a winner. There was not a single life that he didn't have a positive impact on. I love football.
What would you say if I wanted you to come play for me?
All-American season premiere Monday, February 3rd on the CW.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for All-American streaming right now on the CW Season 7. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things All-American is my man Kareem Grimes, who plays Preach, a.k.a. Cordell Sims, in the building.
Yes,
how are you, sir?
Indeed. I'm good, bro. Listen, this is the first interview where you said Preach and my the name Cordell Sims. So yeah, that's what's up.
Hey,
Absolutely.
my man, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I feel like I know you. I think as we started earlier, as I was telling you, I like to do my homework a little bit. Yeah. And shout out to I got to show it to my fellow podcasters, but Black Radio Backstage did a wonderful interview with you going all the way through your career. Man, I feel like I'm talking to a legend right now, sir. You've been in the game a bit.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing, dude. Just, just sticking with it, man. And having a village and, definitely believing in myself and definitely having that spiritual background to keep me, you know what I'm saying, and guide me and keep me going straight, bro. So, yeah, I appreciate that. I will accept that. Thank you.
Most definitely. As an empath, man, we got to exchange that energy.
There it is.
Feel that, so I'm giving you that energy, brother. All the love. So Season 7, my man, you was only supposed to be 2 episodes, and now we're here at Season 7. Can we talk about the evolution of building out Preach, Cordell Sims, this character, and just having, just first off, as I'm an actor myself, you know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. It's hard in these streets getting this. So to be at Season 7 and to see the evolution of this cat, man, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, man, it's like you said, man, I was only supposed to do 2 episodes of All American, and Preach's character was done, but it's divine timing. When the opportunity presents itself, you're definitely ready. But also too, just to give you a little backstory, Nkeche, who's the showrunner, I met her 10 years prior. When she was working, I did her first script for TV called Bones. And that's how I met NK. And then my man, Jamie Turner, who's the co-showrunner, we met 11 years prior when I was doing The Shield. And I auditioned for The Shield 17 times. And the 17th time, I get it, and I end up doing like 3-4 seasons. And me and him became cool. So we became brothers. And then here we go. Here's a full circle moment. You have NK as a showrunner, Jamie Turner as the writer. So they both know me. They know what I can, bring to the table. And, the first day of shoot, man, you got Sally Richardson, who's directing, legendary. Sally Richardson Whitfield, let me get that straight. And, you know what I mean? And here I am on set, man, just happy to have a job and, really embracing this character Preach. And the writer saw that and was like, yo, we love what he's doing. And, NK hit me up. The last episode, the script came out, and this never happens. And she called me up, was like, yo, you get shot, but you don't die. And as an actor, that's what you like, all right, cool. That means I got some more work. And she was like, we plan on keeping you around for a while. And here we are. Like you said, man, 7 seasons, man. What a blessing. So, and like you said earlier, it's full. This character Preach has had a full character development in front of the audience, in front of the fans for 6 seasons. So you literally saw him one way transform, and now he's a father. And on top of that, he's a teacher. You know what I mean? So now season 7, you get to see how he's balancing that with a teenage girl who's in the boys and the whole nine. And, you know, the beautiful thing about this season is that they took it back. They took it back to the essence of what brought people in, and that's high school football vortex. You know what I mean? So that's what you're gonna get with season 7, man. I'm super excited and you know, excited for the fans to be able to get back into it.
I love that, and I love that depth that you can build and work upon.
Yeah.
What was that like? Again, throughout these different seasons, did they chime you for notes? I love that your team loves you and supports you, but did they ask you for like any notes that you might have had to maybe contribute in a way?
I think, you know, to be honest, man, for me, you know, I'm a LA cat through and through, born and raised, Inglewood, California. You know what I mean? So this show is taking place in Los Angeles, and to be honest, it kind of mirrored my life. I was the opposite. I went to Palisades, which was a predominantly white school, and then I transferred to Dorsey High School, which was black and brown, Hispanic and African American. And I was playing football, you know what I'm saying, but still pursuing my career as an actor. So I knew the story, like it resonated with me instantly. So I was watching the show before I got on it. So as I went on to this character Preach, I knew a bunch of preachers. You know what I'm saying? Like there are OGs that looked after me, that guided me from not going into gangbanging. You know what I mean? So for me, it was literally just like, you know, taking a little bit of them and putting them into this character along with myself, and just being from LA, a LA native, and just kind of knowing what was going on in that time. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the 80s and the 90s, it was tough, you know? So those things added to my character, in each and every, you know, episode that I was in, I just brought something new to it, to where it was just like, oh, wow, we didn't think of that. And I was just like, yeah, this is a LA thing, and people who watch it from LA will definitely relate and know, like, okay, yeah, this is authentic, you know. And I remember NK coming to me, maybe I want to say season 3 or 4, and say, hey, you know what, we're going to turn this character up a little bit. And, you know, the storyline of my character is actual real, from a guy who's a teacher who did prison time. He did prison time, got out, got his degree, and became a teacher, and became Teacher of the Year. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes the show amazing, is like they're taking real stories and they're intertwining it into this TV show and making it grounded and bringing it to you guys every Monday. And I think that's what draws people in there, because they can be able to relate, or they know somebody who's like that. You know?
I love that, man. I love that. And I just gotta say, because right now our government doesn't want to show love to Black history. That's Black history right there. And my man Kareem Grimes is living Black history.
Absolutely.
My guy, I appreciate you. So then what would you say you love most about Preach, and how different would you say Preach is from you?
Good question. From the standpoint of Preach always has some words of wisdom. And I think that's a little bit of me, especially for just being out and about. I do a lot of community work. So I speak to a lot of kids in the inner cities. So I'm always giving them words of encouragement, because I come from the same cloth. You know what I mean? Like, I was born in Inglewood, went to public school. So I went through those trials and tribulations. Thank God I never been to prison and all that other stuff, but I know friends who have, and I was able to observe, look, and say, okay, no, I can't do this, but I need to do this. And I also had people who fed into me, you know what I'm saying, who spoke into my life and looked after me. And, you know, I always said, you know, if I'm ever in a position, I want to be able to give back. You know, I'm just from that old school, each one, teach one, you know what I mean? And for me, especially with my, you know, with Alexis, who plays Amina, she's coming in. So I just want to, you know, give her and KJ and, you know, all the new cast members really just advice, and just to let them know, hey, listen, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here. You know, we've been here doing this, and, you know, just want to make the transition as smooth as possible for them. And that is a little bit of me, and also who Preach is, man. It's just really looking after those, you know, and really, you know, being loyal, and just helping them out, because as I was coming up in this business, I didn't really have it as much until I got older. But like I said before, I just wanted to make sure that if I'm in that position, I want to be able to give back and definitely give to those that are, in my area, in my circle.
Feel that. And it's so very California. I also want to just send love to you and the rest of the cast because of what we've experienced what you've been experiencing out there in Cali right now. What is it like in the vibe with this show now being there? I don't know if y'all shot in any areas that got burnt down now and all of that, but what's the vibe with everybody?
Yeah, most of that was Palisades and Altadena. We haven't shot, I don't think we've shot in Altadena. A little bit of the Valley. But the vibe is really just, what can we do on our end to be able to, give back? I know for me, I have a lot of family and friends in the Altadena area. So, once I was able to, once the smoke cleared, I just been going out there, giving my time and, whatever it is that I can be able to bring there, whether it's supplies, clothes, food, water. So I just been doing that. I know one of our barbers on the show, he's from Altadena area, so his business burnt down. So, we all just, gathered together to just make sure we looked after him and, all those who are affected, man, because it was just something that we've never seen before. But, the vibe it's been interesting, but I think, everybody is just trying to do their part.
Definitely. Well, we're all thinking about y'all, man, and all love to you guys. Let me remind everybody, season 7 CW right now, All American. My man Kareem Grimes, go check it out. Again, it's out there in the mix. You're killing it. I don't want to get too much in the weeds to spoil anything for the cats. But what are you hoping people get out of season 7 right now? And what do you want to say? Because I don't know, are we almost at 100 episodes?
No, we hit 100. No, we hit 100 season 6. Episode 9 made 100.
Okay, so are we gonna go for 100 more?
Listen, that's the goal. That's the goal. That is the goal. I think with this one, like I said, we're taking it back to the essence of what brought people to this show, and that's going back to the high school, going back to the football. We have new cast members and new faces coming in. So, of course, we have new storylines. And I just wanted to reiterate that because I think a lot of fans are like, oh, this is the same as the season 1 from All American. It's like, it's not. It's totally different storylines, totally different characters, you know what I mean? And, what I hope is that everybody is able to just really accept the new people and just, ride out with us like you've been doing for the last 6 seasons. And I guarantee you, we won't let you down, and that's the beauty of it is that, this new cast is bringing it, man. It's just like we've literally just watched them grow in front of our eyes as far as just day to day coming in. And they've been doing an amazing job. And, like I said to the fans all the time, man, just stick and stay with us. And I guarantee you're going to be entertained every Monday for sure.
Definitely. I love that. I love that energy. Yeah. If you could, I know you love your writers and you trust in your writers, but if you, Kareem Grimes, could kind of forecast what you'd like to see, what you'd like to do with Preach, is there anything you have in mind you'd like to see Preach do?
I mean, listen, I think it's time for Preach to have a love interest, man. We ain't had no love interest or nothing. You know what I mean? So I think it's time for Preach to have some type of love interest or something, maybe a young lady he's talking to or courting or whatever, but, at this point right now, he's raising his daughter. That's important. So I get, we get to see that dynamic, which we rarely see, a young African-American male raising his daughter. What does that look like on TV? So, we're definitely going to get into that. And, some questions have to be answered this season. So that's all I can tell you.
I love that. As a father of a teenage girl right now who's getting ready to graduate, I know the vibe. I know
there you go. Listen, you know the vibe. Hey, who's this? Who's coming over? I need to meet him. What the deal? Yeah, all that. That's what, like I said, that's what makes this show amazing is that somebody is going to be able to relate. They're going to be like, okay, that's me. Yeah, that's my daughter. That's my son. Yeah, these are the situations that happen. How do they handle it? So, yeah, that's what makes this show amazing.
I love it. Well, Kareem, it is an honor and pleasure to speak with you. Your body of work has been such an inspiration to me as a young cat growing up and becoming a filmmaker myself and an actor as well. Thank you for all of that. Thank you for what you're doing with All American. Again, a pleasure to chat with you. Would love to chat again with your next project and everything else you're doing. And when we hit episode 200 of All American as well,
let's do it, man. We definitely got more. We got the Vince Staples Show season 2 coming, so definitely get ready for that.
My guy, I appreciate you. Everybody, Kareem Grimes, All American, streaming right now on CW. Go check it out. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
My guy.
There you go. There's a cut, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world.
Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world. So more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds Rule the World.
I got
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it. It's your boy Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.